Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm Natty. Let me tell you something. It's funny that you off up in here because someone asked about you earlier today or asked me about you earlier today. And I thought about you yesterday. And I thought, where has Aunt Natty been? Okay. I hope all is well. I've been so busy today and I definitely meant to check on you earlier. So I am glad to see that you in here because we sure enough talked about you earlier. All right, y'all come on up in the room. Come on up in the room. Let's see. I see you, Queen Sag, K. Calloway, Miss Carla, Baby Peaches, Nurse Ratchet TV. What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on, y'all. I promise you I'm a little bit more prepared than this. We have been working today. Hey, Miss Charlene Ford. We have been working today. And when I say we've been working, we have been working. And we were live this morning for an hour and a half. Then we went live. Um, then we went live for about 5 hours for the Diddy trial, and now we're back live again, honey. I said, "Oh, I'm gonna get the people the content today." You had me in stitches. What was I talking about yesterday, child? I ain't no telling what I was talking about. That's the problem. Okay. Hey, Mama Bees. Hey, Alex. How you doing? What Alex say? Alex said, Um, evening, sir, and chat ATL in here. Come on, ATL. Turn up my sound. Is anyone else having issue with my sound? It's low. Let's see. Well, see, my sound is turned up all the way. Is anybody else having issues with my sound? Anybody else? It's low. I don't know why, honey. It's turned all the way up on my end. You are loud and clear. Y'all may want to turn up y'all phone. It kind of sounds like y'all may want to turn up y'all phone. Now, Alex, you and Miss Carla the only one say it's low. Everybody else said it ain't low, low, low to the floor. Okay. Okay, y'all, hold on one second. I don't know why this keeps signing me out. Oh, you've been working the early polls. Okay, shout out to you. Shout out to you. That's important. Shout out to Aunt Natty being boots on the ground. Uh-oh. All right. I promise y'all we finna get into it. Hit that like button as y'all come on up in the room. It is a free way of supporting the platform, okay? I hate when they ask you to do this two-step verification and then it takes forever to upload or load, and then there seems to be a problem. Yes, it's me. Okay, there we go. Now I can see y'all comments. My phone is up high as it can go. Miss Carla, maybe shut your thing down and come back up. I know how to handle it. Hold on. All right, check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. All right, check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. I don't know, it sounds pretty good on my end too. Alex, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Maybe go out and come back in. Um Frenchia, is that how you say it? I don't want to say it wrong. Hello, Chef Down in the chat. I enjoy listening to you. You always make me laugh. You keep it funny and light. I appreciate that. I try to. I try to, honey. Okay, so everybody else said they can hear me. Hey, Bama girl, you back? Melody is doing a giveaway. Oh, what's she doing a giveaway on TikTok? On the tickety TikTok. On the TikTok. On the TikTok. All right. So first and foremost, we are going to be talking about Diddy G's mother actually responding to, or seemingly responding to, Hallie's claims. Okay. We're going to be talking about the third day of the Diddy trial. All right. And then we are also going to be talking about Tamar having a sit down with Diddy Leaks. And of course, guess what? They brought up Kandi. Okay. They brought up Kandi. And Tamar said that Kandi throws rocks pretty much and hides her hands, or she be causing a lot. Baby, we're going to get into it. Please tap that like button as you guys come in. There's 37 people in here with 15 likes. Okay. She gave away 2 travel size body butters. Period, Pooh. Period. Come on, body butters. All right. I do have. Hold on. Okay. All right. So we're gonna put. I told y'all earlier. I like the way that CNN and CNN. I'm a big fan of CNN, but I like the way that CNN actually breaks down the Diddy updates. Let's see, Diddy trial updates. I like the way they type them up. So that's how we're gonna do ours. All right, now before we do that, let's go ahead and jump into the DDG and all of that stuff here really quick. So earlier this morning, we did a live in regards to DDG where we read the documents about some of the things that he had been doing and some of the things Hallie basically had a restraining order against him that was granted for, basically, going into her house unauthorized, didn't have permission to go in her house, did not have a key, takes a photo of her bed, with the way that her bed is, sends it to her while she's in St. Lucia for Mother's Day with her sister, talking about, oh my God, now I know what you be doing over here in the bed and all of this kind of stuff and all of that. It ain't your business, number one. Just be very clear. But as I stated before, that should be taken very seriously because people like that, they plot and they plan their next move. Okay. So I didn't just see it as you sleeping with a man. I know this is what you're doing. No, it's a little bit deeper than that. Her She admitted to them tussling back and forth. There was a period in time where the baby was sick. He came over anyway, wouldn't leave. She had to call her sister on the phone. Well, I don't know if it was her sister. She said a family member. Called a family member on the line, and it's just been a mess. It's been a mess. Well, the mom seemingly responded, y'all. And here's why I think the mom is a big problem. Okay, because she is in the middle of the mess with um not only is she in the middle of mess with him, but she's also in the middle of mess with her other son as well. Staying in the middle of mess. Okay. So we're going to get into it. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this pulled up. Hey, everybody coming in. Shout out to y'all. Let's see here. Oh, we got so much to talk about because I need to save this too. Okay. I sure hate to see this. Oh Lord, it's so much with Tory Lanez and it's so much going on. Okay. Okay, that was a release message. Where is the mama at? Hold on, y'all. my God. I missed everything over there. People, here you go right here. I missed everything over there with the trial. Okay. All right, let me share my screen. Uh, all right, here we go here. All right, so shout out to the neighborhood talk for this. So DDG's mom posted this on her Instagram story. So she said, I don't usually comment or say anything on the internet, even with the negativity, the lies, the hatred towards mine. Ma'am, first of all, the people been hating your son. First of all, before I even knew who this clown was, the people been hating your son. Second of all, I can't stand when mamas come out and be wanting to defend your abusive son, your son who probably does, unfortunately, the same thing. Maybe his dad did to you, allegedly. Maybe I don't know, but y'all sit up and make excuses for your son, sitting up at any point, any given point, he put his hands on that girl. Period. That's enough. I don't understand this, and I don't like this. But anyway, she said, however, these accusations have made me realize that I have been quiet long enough. Girl, okay, what else you got to say there? What else you got to say then? That was last night, 9 hours ago, this morning. What else do you have to say? These enabling mothers who enable their children to do the very thing, I guess, that been going on with them, I don't know. But girl, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. Because again, you into it with everybody. You into it with your other son's baby mamas. Sit down somewhere, mind your business. Okay? Right. Somebody said this is the second person who said that he did this. He did this too. Hold on. Let me go grab them receipts because I didn't show y'all them this morning. Hold on. All right. As you guys come in, please again make sure you hit that like button. And we won't be here long because I have to be off here about 6 o'clock. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Let's go here. Also, the full 15-minute clip of Cassie and all of that has come out. So make sure you guys check that out. All right. No, I want to click on the post. Okay, that's fine. All right, so here you can see the post made from, I guess her name was Rudy. She parents her son better than she shouldn't have to comment at all. If she parented, I agree on that. I agree. Sit down and be quiet. Hey, Miss Sharice Woods. Uh-oh. Wait, what's happening? Oh. Okay. Here go this girl, Ruby Rose, or whatever her name is. Okay. So Ruby Rose fans, y'all know she dated DDG allegedly. Okay. And they put up some of the old things that she accused DDG of doing. So Hallie is not the first person that is saying this. Look at this stuff. Ruby Rose tried to tell y'all. I remember Ruby Rose telling us what was going on around there, but I could have sworn some of this had some pictures in it. Let me see. See right here, she alleged that he did this back in 2021, and that boy is 27 years old. So that means back in 2021, that boy was uh 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 that boy was 22, 23 over there doing this stuff at a young age. I guarantee you he saw this. Sorry. He saw this going up. Time Out Sports Podcast said, you don't know. I don't know. I don't know him. So I cannot. I cannot. So help me understand what the reason for his mom sitting up making these excuses for him for. Sit back, shut up, and find you something to do and stay out your son's business. You're doing too much. Okay. Hey, Miss Major, what's going on, boo? Hey, P&2 Ross, you're doing too much, girl. Go sit down somewhere. But anyway, they put up these tweets and stuff that had to do with Ruby Rose, and the DDG and all of the things that he's over there doing. Listen, I was talking and we were debating earlier in the chat this morning, and someone was saying that these are just allegations put on DDG. DDG is a good father. I beg to differ, and I'm going to continue to say that. What makes anyone who would take their baby's mother through the things that these no good niggas take their baby mothers through, and then they want to holler, oh my God, he's a good dad though. He want to spend a lot of time with the kid though. He want to take the kid to the park though. He don't really want to do all that though. Let's be all the way 1,000 with it. Y'all full of all kind of bull crap, okay? I don't understand that. They don't make you no good father. Then you'll turn around and say he a ass, and then you'll turn around and say, oh my God, he's a good father though. No, that don't go in the same sentence at all. It's okay. So please get off of the gas with that, y'all. Child, these people around here, they just make excuses. All they do, want to make excuses for no good people like him. Girl, bye. Moving on. Now, while we on this DDG stuff really quick and Hallie, let me show y'all something else. So apparently, a few people have spoken out. So DDG made this post earlier. This was the post that he made. He made a post and said, I'm chilling, by the way. I have no worries. Streaming later on, no days off. Hey, Terry. I don't like that boy. Hey, IPV. Baby. Hey, Amber Shelby. This is how you know you're bothered. This is how we know you're bothered. And this is how we know that there's some truth to it. Because why you need to tell us you chilling, by the way? Go live like you normally do. Keep doing your normal duties. I have no worries. Really? But peep this, y'all. That's not it. Peep this. Wait, where did it go? Let's listen at this. Hold on. Let me turn on my desktop audio. All right. Turn off my mic.
Beating the fuck out of this shit. I'm talking about swinging on it. I'm talking about piecing this up. Ha, 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 ha. You feel me? So, are you just gonna sit there and just hands behind your back? No. Like, what are you gonna do? Stop, hey. Stop. Hey, stop. Stop. Rosano. Hey, stop.
Okay, let me tell you something. I don't already believe the type of narrative that you're trying to paint. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't believe the narrative that you're trying to paint. So now he's getting on here to literally say that I have been on all day. I've literally been on all day. Earlier, we went live for the DDG stuff. Then we went live for the Diddy stuff. They went to lunch. We went to lunch. Then we came back. We reviewed it. They went on another break. And so for that last break that they took for the day, we just got to go over that stuff. So I already don't believe this. Here's the bottom line for me. If any of this is true, why did you not go to the authorities? Why did you not go to the police? Why have you not went and filed for full custody of those children if this is the case? I mean, of that child, if this is the case. If you are the victim, just asking a question, but if you're the victim, why did you not do the necessary things that you needed to do? You didn't do that. You didn't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Stop. So, and realistically, bro, and honestly, like, you really can't even prove. You really can't even prove that. That is, Hallie was beating the fuck out of this shit from him. Like, that could be from anything. That could be a rash she has. But, like, let's just say it is, right? Let's just say he did put his hand on her. Like, grabbing her. What he supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, get your dumb
What are you supposed to do?
looking ass off of this doggone thing. You sound
If a girl hitting me, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm like, hey, stop. Like, stop doing it. Stop.
boy.
You feel me? So,
No, we don't feel you.
check pen.
And clearly, she had enough evidence for the judge to literally put that restraining order in. Not only that, this nigga just got through saying that that could have been a rash on her. No, those were bruises, stupid. I can't, these dumb kids that's out here streaming and stuff like that, baby, they minds is cooked. Okay? Y'all better get them niggas out y'all basement streaming and stuff. Get them some type of education or something, because they minds is cooked. A rash, sir? It was on multiple places on her arm, and it was a rash. I mean, cooked, just stupid.
The CIA's outside. So, yeah. So it's like, bro, like, what else is niggas supposed to do, bro? Like, that shit is just so crazy to me. Y'all remember when the Ruby screenshot of DG, DN her, this and that? Yeah, like, he don't just do that just to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
some shit happened for him to do it.
Now you trying to defend the Ruby Rose.
You know what I'm saying? And
we know Diddy told you to do this.
Y'all remember when the Ruby screenshot of DG, DN her, this and that?
We know DDG told you to say this, and you sound stupid. You sound so stupid. What did a rash, a bruise? A rash is going to be a little bumpy and right. That was a straight up bruise. That was not a rash. But I'm just telling you, it's just a bunch of dumb young kids that don't know what they're talking about. And who's to say that DDG don't do certain things around certain people? Who's to say that? Man, please. Bye. Bye. Bye, girl. Bye. All right, moving on. Oh, wait, one more thing on the DDG thing while we're here. So Soulja Boy has entered the chat, and Soulja Boy said, you a bitch, a nigga, for putting your hands on Hallie, little nigga. And then he tagged DDG. If I catch you, I'm going to beat the F out of you, is what he said. Can I say something? I don't like Soulja Boy from here to I don't know what. But this is the first rapper that I have ever seen call him out or defend Hallie or anything like that. I mean, we ain't got to like him. Time Out Sports Podcast, I'm just about to get on something, though. I'm about to get on something. He may not be one to talk, because I agree with that. He ain't really want to talk. But he is the only person that I have seen come out and ever say anything in regards to especially what's going on with Halle Bailey. Again, the right message, wrong messenger, wrong person. So I get the part that you say he shouldn't be talking, because he shouldn't, because his track record speaks for himself. But I ain't seen no real men speaking up to this. So, you know, I'm just saying. Hey, grown woman, don't try me. What's going on, LaQuanza? Hey, everybody. Lasso, what's up? I don't know. But I agree. He should not be talking. Wasn't Soldier Boy in trouble for hitting on his ex? He was. That's why Time Out Sports Podcast said he shouldn't be talking. He shouldn't be. He got a track record that's beyond crazy. So he shouldn't be talking. Right message, wrong messenger, and the wrong person to be saying something. But again, I'm glad somebody spoke up. Child. Soldier Boy, please. 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 Yep. Right message, wrong messenger, honey. That's what that one is. All right, so let's move over here to this Tory Lanez stuff, child. So, in case if y'all didn't know, so it sounds like Tory Lanez was stabbed down to the jail. Okay, they said he had quite a bit of stab wounds. Okay, quite a bit of stab wounds. But y'all, I saw this earlier and it really disgusts me a little bit. And here's my thing. I think Chris Brown, I think this one should have just been left out. People are really trying to get back on and I can't speak for everybody, but there are a lot of people who are trying to get back on the bandwagon of at least liking Chris Brown to that sense. The man is talented. That's something that we can't take away from him. Okay. But maybe he meant like let Tory out the hospital or something. Free Tory, Chris Brown. This just ain't it, bro. This ain't it. This ain't it. This is not it, Chris. Again, you are on the heels of a tour. You're on the heels. You don't need nothing. And I'm not saying that anything could come in and do anything in for Chris, but come on, bro. Sometimes we gotta pull back. We gotta pull back. You are in a great place. You are. Your tour is sold out or just about nearly sold out. Some things just ain't it. And I get it. I feel like you and Tory been cool. Y'all cool. I get it. But nah, sir, this won't it. This won't it. This won't it. I literally got tickets to see him in Dallas in July. Cameron, I love his music. The man is talented, but this wasn't it. This couldn't happen to a better person, in my opinion. Still don't let him out. Ooh. Dang, Pen2 Rouse, tell us how you really feel. Chris should have set this one out. I agree. This won't it. But why are we on the Tory Lanez of it all, child?
Member of the media, Mr.
Okay, so this is saying that Tory Lanez's legal team claims that he was stabbed a few days after Megan Thee Stallion's camp was notified about their new information. Warrants Tory pardon. Okay. I knew that they were going to find a way to put Megan Thee Stallion in on that stabbing. I knew they were going to do it. I knew they were going to do it. I actually said that when I seen it, I was very surprised that I didn't see Twitter in an uproar blaming this on Megan Thee Stallion. And look at where we are today. Ciao.
Mr. Gianno Caldwell was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case. The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. We were willing to wait for the appellate process to play out, but given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson, so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail. Member of the media, Mr. Gianno. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Miss Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 4 times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. Passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting.
So there are 2 things that really, I hate going down this road because I feel the way that I feel about this. But now they're saying that Kelsey, they're saying that there was a, they're saying that basically Tory Lanez didn't do it, and it was Kelsey. And now that the security guard can come out and say, "Oh my God, it was Kelsey," girl, I cannot. No, Chef Tory. Okay, wait, hold on. No, Chef Tory got stabbed up because he went to prison with that short man complex and nasty attitude, thinking that he was running something. F around and find out. Period. That's what they saying over there on Twitter, where half of the tweets are up against half of the tweets are against Megan, and then the other tweets are Tory. So I don't know. That's crazy. This is crazy. So now all of a sudden the bodyguard gonna come out and he's gonna have something to say. Girl, enough. But a lot of people say they hope he get deported. Deportation. Deportation, honey. Deportation. I thought this was stupid, especially while we dealing with this Diddy stuff. Girl, this is dumb. That's dumb. I don't even want to go down the rabbit hole again because we already know Tory Lanez is guilty. Okay. One last thing about Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez legal team says that they will be exposing never before seen evidence concerning his shooting case with Megan Thee Stallion. Girl, here it is, right here. Okay, so they had their press conference this morning. Girl, I'm over it. Goodbye. I don't want to talk about that dumb fool no more. Moving on. I ain't got all day. To be here. Big dummies. All right, so let's go ahead and get over into the YouTuber of it all with Nene Leakes and Tamar Braxton. Nene Leakes and Tamar the Braxton. Oh, child. I got one thing to say. Tamar, what in the was going on with your wig? Your wig was terrible. If you're going to try to talk about somebody like that, you should at least make sure your wig was put on right. Your wig looks a fool. Your wig looks a fool. It do. It looks a plum Diddy dumb fool. Didn't understand what I'm saying. Your wig looked a fool. Y'all about to see it. Just hold your horses. You about to see it.
So today we're on the and you laugh. Would you sit down with Is she?
She's me.
She
at that
really
age.
is. She really
Yeah.
is. But are you guys talking?
Yeah, we're good.
You guys are good. You guys are good. So that's good. I mean, listen, I feel like as girlfriends, we're all.
But why people say I fall out with everybody?
I mean, I don't know. That's what they said.
No, that's what my sister said.
Okay, they say you fall out with everybody. Okay,
That's a lot.
Okay, you and Kandi, what's your problem?
Kandi, if you're watching, and we know you're watching, the thing is this: we don't have an issue with you. We're not jealous of you. We actually celebrate your success.
First of all, thank you, Cameron. This wig is 25 miles back on her head. That's first. This wig is terrible. Every bit of this wig is terrible, okay? The wig is horrible. Horrible. Can y'all hear me now? I think y'all can hear me now. So the wig is horrible. Okay, that's the first thing. But who is we? Can somebody tell me who we is? Who is we? Who is we? Oh, that wig. Tamar, at least when you went down there, you should have at least made sure that wig was together. Because that wig is not together, mama. That wig is terrible. Because she just kept slanging and then throwing it. And I was like, oh, girl, Tamar is exhausting. I couldn't be friends with sis. Anyway, let's keep going.
No, seriously. But you got to be a better person. And the reason why you got to be a better person is because it's not fair to the people who have been following our careers, knowing that you are doing things behind the scenes, knowing that you are lying on people.
Not behind the scenes,
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. Because we like you, we cheerlead for you, y'all got black love, we're happy for you. It has nothing to do with that. But for you to deliberately use the public's opinion to manipulate them into thinking that people are really coming after you when we're not, that's not right. And for you to sit back.
Y'all, I really don't think y'all have to like Kandi. You do not have to like Kandi. What the is Tamar talking about? What in the is Tamar talking about? Oh, well, I love leaks. I love leaks down. Now, I can also say this too, even with me loving leaks. Leaks, the shade to Kandi is always too much. You know what I'm saying? But not somebody make her cry. Somebody make her cry. Jesus. Not somebody make her cry. Lord have mercy. I cannot.
And because you have the public's opinion, because it's so easy, because of the character you have created on Housewives and things like that, to fall into that, that's not fair. Because I didn't do nothing to you.
She's talking about her
I apologized to that girl in that conversation 15 times.
I would love to sit down with Kandi.
Well, I'm not sitting down with her until she tells the people.
I would love to sit down with Kandi.
I'm not, because it's not fair.
I would love to sit down with Kandi.
Oh, that's great. I'm not sitting down until she says, hey, party people, I lied, and now we can sit down. Okay. Because I want to know why.
Would you sit down with Lonnie?
For?
You said if they said I lied.
I think
just to clear the air, just so that we can move on.
The air is cleared. Okay, sometimes you have to accept people's behavior. and take that into character. And that's not a person that I want in my life.
Tamar, well, the same thing can be said about you, honey. That is rich, isn't it? Isn't that rich, Tamar, coming from you? Isn't that rich? Isn't that rich coming from you, Tamar? Oh, wow. Wow. But you'll say you're on a healing journey, and then you'll get up here in a minute, and just like you just shaded Kandi, oh, I know you watching, I know this, and I know that. And then if Kandi responds, you're going to sit out here and say, I don't know why she's saying anything. I don't know why she's talking. I don't know why she's doing anything. I don't know. So basically what she is saying that Kandi in her fan base, basically she puts on a facade for her fan base, and that they really don't have no real issues. Tamar, you do understand that you are recorded with issues with Kandi. You do realize that, right? I'm just curious. You have to realize that. You have to, right? I'm just wondering. Just wondering. You do realize that you have been recorded on tape doing some stuff and saying some crazy stuff. Now, I've already said this, and I've said this multiple times. I do feel like Nene need to quit shading Kandi and just kind of move on with her show. You can interview the housewives and all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. Tamar keeps saying that Kandi is lying about this situation. And I'm not even defending Kandi. But Tamar has repeatedly shown us how she can be over the years, or since forever. See, this is what I mean by Tamar's behavior. The good things that Tamar is doing is being overshadowed by her behavior, or the way that she acts, or the way that she portrays herself. Like, no one knew that she actually got the rights back to her show. The Braxtons was her show, was her and Vince's show. She got the rights back to the show. No one knew that. This is the things that you should be talking about in interviews, and quit bringing up Kandi. And I would have said next question or something like that. Like, girl, you're always just doing the most. You're doing the most. You're doing the most. Yeah. To me, you're doing the most. You're doing the most. Just doing too much. I want Kandi to make her go. I'm saying good things because in this interview she talked about getting the Braxtons back. She talked about a lot of stuff that she had good stuff going on. It's always overshadowed because you go to talking about stupid stuff. And how isn't it that you can talk about everybody else's connections, but you can't realize where your connections fell at? Tamar is full of badookie. I don't know why she is shady towards Lonnie. Lonnie never talked about her though. Who, Nene or Tamar? Well, now I don't know about that, IPV. If you talking about Tamar, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Lonnie Love has definitely shaded Tamar. Oh yes. Now, no shade, no tea. But Lonnie definitely have went there with Tamar. Definitely. She has. I mean, if y'all can remember back in them days when she was no longer on The Real, yeah, Lonnie Love was doing some stuff. Now, it took Lonnie some time to respond to Tamar, and she was responding to Tamar, but she have said some stuff. Now, recently, I don't really think she said anything about Tamar, so kind of let it go. But does Tamar not remember her shading old lady gang? Well, and see, here's the thing with that video. That video was from 2-3 years ago. And it was brought back up. It was resurfaced. But see, here's the thing with Tamar. Tamar addressed the resurfaced clip. Had she just let the clip do what the clip was going to do, we wouldn't be in this place. Yeah, she hasn't said anything now. Yeah, I haven't heard her say anything now. Or in a while. I mean, The Real been off of the air for what, 2-3 years now? Yeah, the real been gone for what, 2-3 years now. Going on, yeah, about 3 years now. So yeah. All right, child. Let's see here. Hey, Chef, Miss Piggy need to Hirsch before we call K Michelle, and you know K Michelle gonna make her cry. You know K Michelle gonna make her tear up. You know K Michelle gonna make her tear up, honey. All right. Now listen, y'all. I don't ever set like a super chat goal or anything like that. I don't do any of that. But listen, if you guys would like to bless the Cash App because we've been boots on the ground today, you guys sure can, honey. Let's do this. We're gonna set us a goal, honey. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna act like it's a super chat goal. But you know, YouTube take a lot of the super chat coins, and I sure appreciate you. But there's the catch up if you'd like to bless the catch up, honey. Let's go ahead and get into this Diddy stuff, child. Whew. We're gonna be back doing it tomorrow too, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so I know that we stopped. All right. So I think we stopped more when the Kid Cudi stuff came out in court today. So that's where we're going to start. I say if y'all give me about 25 minutes, baby, we can get this finished, okay? Tamar will not say anything to K Michelle, who has everyone calling her a Muppet. Oh, yeah. She'll bring it up. She'll bring that Muppet stuff up, but she know that Muppet stuff actually hurt her feelings. She know it's tea. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the things. Let me share my screen. All right. So this is, we're going to be working our way up, but this is where we are going to start. All right. So if you followed earlier, oh, wait a minute. I may need to. He punched me, kicked me. Okay, so we saw that, or we talked about that. We talked about the Mia thing. Okay, so yeah, we were in the right place. She says she sought professional help for having to use those things to make her, you know, stay up and awake during those freak offs, girl. Cassie Ventura testified that she often took narcotics from and with Sean Diddy Combs. And she said that there was a period of time where she took them daily. She would feel ill if she didn't take them. She said Ventura said that she was heavily dependent on them throughout her relationship with Combs. She said that she sought professional help for them and used 5 or 6 times a day, or 5 or 6 times during the span of the relationship. My bad. Use 5 or 6 times during the relationship. She said that she lasted, or she did the last rugs in 2022, and she no longer uses narcotics. I went to rehab and sought professional help, she said. Cassie Ventura testified that she wedged a knife in the door handle because at the time she was getting a lot of unannounced visits from Sean where he was really angry. Prosecutor Emily Johnson showed the jury a photo from the 2018 of a large knife in the door handle. Woo! Unallowed 2 birds with 1 stone. Lock it and have a weapon, Ventura said. Wow. All right, so this is about Kid Cudi's car, okay? Kid Cudi was just mentioned in the federal criminal trial. Now, we don't got to talk about that because that's not the testimony, okay? We doing the testimony. I got a testimony. I got a testimony. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Get it together, Dada. Get it together. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Cassie Ventura is testifying about how she went to dinner with Sean Diddy Combs in Malibu in August of 2018. Now, y'all, Cassie's husband has to be kicked out of the courtroom at this particular point because this is the incident that they are talking about that happened in 2018 that he can't be present for. So Cassie Ventura is testifying about how she went to dinner with Sean Diddy Combs in Malibu in August of 2018 for what she thought was a closure conversation. She said that she was seeing her now husband at the time, which was the trainer. Combs was playful and romantic at the dinner, she recalled, and then he drove her home. After a long pause sitting in the witness stand, Ventura said, and then he R-worded me in my living room. My God, today. I just remember crying and saying no, but it was very fast, she testified. She said that she wasn't sure if he noticed her crying. He goes on to say that Ventura said that she was intimate with Combs voluntarily one other time after this instance, or after this particular situation happened. She also testified that she and Combs have had a few check-ins since they ended things in 2018. Just checking in, sending love, nothing crazy, she said. Child, y'all shouldn't have been communicating. Now that answers somebody's question, because somebody earlier asked that question. Somebody asked this question earlier where they said, do y'all think that Cassie was still speaking to him even after the fact? Well, there you have it. Uh-oh. Shout out to Lee. Thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it, honey. Ooh, hey. I can get 10 wings with that. Period, honey. Thank you. Now, you know I can't get no 10 wings with that, but I can get 5 good wings with it. Period, Pooh. Actually, no, I can get more wings with that. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Okay, so Cassie Ventura testified that Sean Diddy Combs. Wait a minute, did I read this? Oh no. Okay. Cassie Ventura testified that Sean Diddy Combs continued to threaten her after their relationship ended. In messages from 2019, Combs told Ventura, "If I was you, I would get me my money." Ventura said that Combs wanted to be reimbursed because her current husband, Alex Fine, was formerly her personal trainer who Combs paid for. So this is why they didn't want him in the room. Combs also messaged her, "You will not be threatening me," and said that she had too many iPads full of skeletons. In the messages, Ventura said, "Do you want me to tell the truth? It's way deeper than iPads. There was way more than freak offs," she testified in the courtroom this afternoon. There was abuse. There was many things that happened over our relationship. Cassie Ventura broke down in tears as she talked about going to rehab and trauma therapy in February of 2023. She said that she was having flashbacks during a pow-powing for a music video with another artist. She also said that she was very, she wanted to unalive herself, kind of, sort of. You know what I mean? All right. So I didn't want to be alive anymore at that point, she said. I couldn't take the pain that I was in anymore, and I just tried to walk out of the front door into traffic, and my husband would not let me. Whew, that's sad. That's sad. Cassie Ventura is now testifying about the book she wrote in 2023, saying that she didn't think that Sean Diddy Combs understood the pain that she was in. I don't think he understood. I don't think after all these years of begging for sorries and for him to actually recognize the pain that he put me in, I just wanted him to understand. She said. Ventura said that she sent the book to Combs through a lawyer and told him that he could buy the rights for $30 million. Now, this is where Diddy should have went ahead and bought the book. You should have bought the rights to the book. Because try to give them to you. Huh? Girl. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, CC. I don't know if I spoke. Hey, everybody. Y'all know I be paying attention on the other screen. But shout out to y'all for being here. I appreciate it. All right, let's keep going. So I wanted to be compensated for the time, the pain, and many years of having to fix my life, she said. Asked how she reached that number, she said, I really didn't do any research. I just picked a number that I felt like would alert him. Ooh, the defense is going to ride on this, y'all. I got a feeling. The defense is gonna ride on this. She later reached out to Combs' employee and asked if he had read her book and was told that it hadn't been taken seriously. Oh wow. She said that she did not receive any compensation from Combs for the rights for her writing. In November of 2023, she filed a lawsuit. Ventura testified that she agreed to settle with Combs and his companies for 20 million 24 hours after the filing of the lawsuit. All right, so the jury was dismissed for a short break. The judge has dismissed the jury for the day, actually. The defense will begin their cross-examination of Cassie Ventura tomorrow. Now, y'all, oh, so the prosecution is done? What? You mean, wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that the prosecution is done with the opening statement? Oh. Wow. Now, is let me see. Is Lysandra in here? Didn't we talk about this earlier? Didn't we talk about this earlier, Lysandra? To me, y'all, the prosecution, I don't know. They just move too slow for me. I'm just trying to figure out. Y'all done let the jury see this video 7 times. Yeah, granted, we seen the video. And let me just go ahead and say this. So for the people who keep saying this is the extended video. So the reason why we see the extended video is because we see the hotel staff actually coming in, assisting, and we actually read the letter that the statement that the hotel representative actually filled out, right? But you can see it on TMZ. If y'all just go to TMZ, I'm pretty sure it's probably on their first page. So the video is about 15 minutes, about 14 minutes and 44 seconds. But what's interesting about it is you can actually see what happened from different angles. So you can see what happened from the camera from his room facing the hallway. You can actually see it from the opposite side of the hallway facing his room, so you can see what's going on in that hallway. And then you can actually see in front of the elevator, which is what we seen be released, right? Child, this is crazy. All right, so of course we know that Cassie settled, so let's get into it. Judge and lawyers will address the text message issue tomorrow before the jury comes in. So in case if y'all don't know, this morning they had a kerfuffle about the defense adding in some text message threads or some text messages into evidence, but the judge was basically saying like, well, the prosecution, the government and the defense was arguing back and forth saying, oh, you had time to go ahead and already submit these documents or these text messages. So that's kind of what happened before the jury entered in this morning. They were going back and forth about those text messages and them being added in for them being added in. Too bad the video don't have no sound. You know what, Kevin? I said that earlier. I would have liked for the video to have sound. But I would assume, I don't know, 2016. Yeah, I would think it would have sound. I just think that's crazy. Where's the extended video? Okay, let me get the link for you. The prosecution is going to be swinging hard for Diddy. They sound like they are trying to create a reasonable doubt, making it seem like she was down. Absolutely. And I feel like the defense, y'all, and I hate this, but I feel like she really gonna be tearful with that defense tomorrow. I feel like the defense is definitely going to chew. I do. I really do. I feel like the defense is going to chew. So y'all buckle up. Let's see. Okay, here it is. They're saying that this is the unedited clip, but what I think is weird. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Share. Wait a minute. Share. Copy link. And let's paste it in here. Okay, there's the link to the video if you guys want to see the video, and I'll pin it to the top of the chat as well. So this is the link where and again, these are just my opinions. Like we don't got to fall out about nothing or nothing like that. But to me, the defense is definitely going to chew. They're definitely going to chew. Thank you so much, Lysandra, for your catch. Y'all, we are $20 away from our goal, honey. We got 63 people in here, honey. 4 people can do $5. $5. Greg bought $5. Hey, Gigi. Okay, so now let me go back to Greg borrowed $5. All right, so Ventura was a good star witness, but prosecutors have to prove federal crimes analysis says. And this has been my thing. The prosecution, in my opinion, the prosecutors, the government, y'all have thus far, y'all have not been able to prove anything that this man has been charged for. He's not on trial for DV. He's not on trial for having, well, semi on trial for having these freak offs, but this depends on how you put them into perspective. But at this very point, the prosecutors, in my opinion, y'all have been lazy. The prosecution has been lazy. Who agrees and who don't agree? Let me know what y'all thinking. Who agree and who don't agree? See, I just it's been bothering me since Cassie been on this stand. I'm like, the prosecution has been lazy, girl. I get it. We got a long way to go, but I feel like opening this up, the prosecution did not. They didn't do their due diligence. I don't think they did. I just don't think they did. But again, it could just be me. It could be me. I know we got all the way until July, honey. Okay, Cassie Ventura's husband went out, of course, because of the testimony of the 2018 incident. While this happened, defense lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs indicated yesterday that they may call Fine in to testify about allegations that Combs R-worded Ventura Combs' former girlfriend and one of his accusers in 2018. So the judge allowed Fine to sit in the courtroom until they came to the 2018 allegations. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. I think that's almost it. Combs' family embraced in a prayer circle at the thing. Okay. So anyway, y'all. So of course the jury has been dismissed. Court has been dismissed for the day. We'll be back doing this thing tomorrow because what I do want to, I just want to hear how the defense, because I feel like the defense is gonna cook. And I'm just here to see what the defense is going to do. Hopefully the other witnesses come a bit harder. That's what I'm hoping. Very, very, which begs the question, how much money has slid in different directions? And who else has Diddy thrown under the bus? Cassie's going to need a lot of therapy together. They're going to need a lot of therapy together. Yeah, I agree, because just the therapy that she's had, the rehab that she's had, it's not going to be enough. Now she's having to relive these things all over again, right? And so she is going to need that. She's going to need that brace. She's going to need to be able to, you know, I just, man. So here's what I'm going to say, y'all. We're about $20 away from our goal. So if you watch the replay and you like to bless the channel, you definitely can. Here's what I am going to do. I got to go do my duties. I got to work, honey. So hold on one second. Child, this is what I meant to tell y'all. So I got a DM. And you know, the DM said that they unsubscribed from me because I have been going live too much lately. Baby, I thought that shit was funny. You unsubscribed from me because what? Yeah. Baby, that's some I ain't never heard in my life. I unsubscribed from you because you go live too much. Wow. I was like, wow. Oh, wow. That's funny. Okay, let me see here. Redirect. I don't think she live yet. Let's see. It's not my videos. I thought that was funny, y'all. Not because I go live too much. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to redirect you all over to Really Be TV, honey, so that you guys can go over there after this live. So if you stay in this chat, it will take you right over. If you are interested in my girl Really Be's commentary, I'm going over there to do my duties. I done been live at least 7 out of... I've been live 7 hours today. I've been live 7 hours today, okay? But no, I appreciate you guys for kicking it with me. Yeah, babies told me I unsubscribed from you because you go live too much. I was like, girl, what? What? Baby, and then you'll be complaining if I ain't got no content out here. That's crazy. Anyway, y'all, I will catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for the donations. Thank you for the love. And I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? All right, peace, y'all. 7 hours, I'm unsubscribing. Bye, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.